aliens in the form, I don't know what an alien would be. I don't. Is it these little, white things that don't have noses and that we see, but do aliens in some not human form but in a intelligent form? Do you think they exist?
I do, but I can't say that scientifically. It's not coming from a scientific basis because at most you could say statistically you got all these stars, you got all these galaxies, you got all these planets. Is the Earth 1 in a million, 1 in a billion, 1 in a trillion? So you could say, all right, there's trillions of galaxies, quadrillions of stars, all this kind of stuff. Statistically, one of them should be like Earth. We can't just have Earth be the only Earth. But statistics isn't quite, it doesn't prove certainty, that's for sure, just because we have one. So I go back and forth to say, is there, well, no, I wouldn't go back and forth. I'd say there's no scientific proof to say there's another Earth. So that means I just got to go by my hunch, which doesn't mean much, but my hunch is, sure, I hope so. I mean, the universe is so vast, it should have more than one place where life exists. And when I talk to like biologists that say like, oh, Earth life is easy to make. And when I hear that, I'm like, are you sure? I mean, like, we've come a long way to get to this point, like all the time that went in to get us to here. And they're like, oh yeah, life is going to form in lots of places. Just you wait. And I'm like, well, okay, but again, we don't know. And Earth had some weird stuff happen to it in its past to get to where we are today. So again, it's just a hunch that it's there. I feel pretty strongly as every day goes by that aliens are not those little gray, noseless, big-eyed creatures. I feel pretty strongly as the days go by that we are not visited by UFOs and we're not visited by aliens, and the videos of all the UFOs are not good at all. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I said this the last time, but I would love, this is what I would love to see, is somebody get in color, in focus, detailed, high definition video of a spacecraft.
And why hasn't that happened? With the billions of people and all this technology we have, why isn't that happening?
Exactly.
Right.
And you got the Navy pilots with their best radar and best cameras, and they're still black and white grainy things. And because they're not UFOs, they are something else. They are
something we've created.
Crap. So I was thinking, all right, so if you were going to travel, so I'm going on this really weird tangent lately where I'm thinking like, if we're going to send people to Mars, we got to be practical. We should send people that don't eat very much and don't excrete very much. So I'm thinking, let's send small astronauts. Astronauts should be smaller. And then I was like thinking like, all right, so if we have astronauts that are smaller, because then you're lighter, then you can fly faster, you don't have to take as much stuff. Spacecrafts could be smaller. You don't need to have a giant rocket anymore. You can make a spacecraft the size of a credit card and send it out in space. So I'm like, if aliens were on this scaling down kind of thing, aliens aren't going to be coming in big UFO flying saucers like we would do. They'd be coming with little tiny things. And so I don't think aliens are little gray things. I think aliens are already here, and we can't even see them because they're so small.
Now that's some theory. We just went to the place of theory.
I'm going down to this rabbit. Oh yeah, this is what the theoretical people do. I would get along great with them. They're like, oh yeah, microscopic. Yeah, even better than that. I'm like, yeah, they could be inside you, controlling you right now.
Oh, we've gone off the deep end.
I know.